Hi, welcome back to West Coast Geeks. I'm your host, Joaquin. How we doing, people? So I thought I would start off the New Year's right by being extremely lazy. So I'm about to do a series of videos this week that I am forced to do because I'm going to the Las Vegas Open this Thursday, January 16th, 2025, which is why I titled this video The Worst Painted Army to a GT. So how'd that happen? Well, I had plenty of time. I bought my ticket back in, I want to say June, something like that. Leave a comment down below. But it opens up around end of May, June, July, somewhere around that time. And so I could have just went the easy way and not even be stressing about this, except for learning the game because I don't really have anybody to play with. Is the Marvel Crisis, or I could go back to the first game that got me into tabletop miniature games back in 1991, Fantasy Warhammer. I decided to go back with that. So I found my orcs and goblins army, at least partially of it, because while I had storage in Vegas, it was broken into, so I lost a lot of my goblins, but this is what I have. I know that's still no excuse, and I'm not asking for your sympathy. What I'm saying is, I've got 4 days, 4 days after I get back from work to finish painting this army. So, the first thing is, I called up my boy Eric, let him know I'm coming to town, because I haven't talked to him in a while. And he warned me that there are strict painting requirements, which I figured. And so I was like, well, here's the thing. If you primer a model, especially if it's like gray, and gray will come in really handy for I know you're not seeing it that well. Let me get this light over here. There we go. The gray will come in handy, especially for this dark gray when it comes to the shadows. Now, I could have chose black, but I want to be able to keep the metal. The other thing is, you only need a couple of coats of paint on each model to consider it painted. See, they can't ding you for a bad paint job, and I'm going to find that out. Now, I went a little bit too far on these stone trolls here. I put more than 2 layers, actually put 3. And I'm not done. I just put some simple base colors on, and I haven't even started detailing it. So overall, my army's going to end up looking like these. I'm almost done with these. Like all these armies right here, or my entire army, all the base that you see right here, that's just going to be painted a dark brown. These guys are pretty much done except for the base. I have to paint their handlers. We got the squig hoppers. We have to paint their riders. We have my wolf riders right here. And when I get back, I'm going to go into the process of some of the materials that I use to put this all together real quick. And here's a hint. You can go to Michael for everything. So you can also figure that out. I got the magnet strips on here. And these magnet strips work pretty well. And I'll show you the brand of the tape when I do that. The reality is I'm just trying to get this video out right now, post. I'm not going to edit it as is, like always for Joaquin. But, you know, look. I mean, I can't hold, some of these you cannot hold upside down. Because if you do, they will fall. If I shake it, it will fall. But as far as like picking these up and moving these all around, yeah, look. Woo, shaky. Shake it. I'm looking at my time. I want to keep this short. So my plan is tonight I want to finish up this front row. I want to hopefully get this back row completed, which brings me to the pump wagon, the Snotling pump wagon. I had to cut it, which means I added more points to magical banners. Now, this is not a competitive army, and I'm going to go into army composition later once I get it painted and you can see everything. And that'll probably be on Thursday when I'm in Las Vegas with my boy Greg, and I'll also be showcasing his 40K army, and that's where I'm going to showcase my army, tell you why I picked what units and why I didn't include stuff like black orcs. But the bottom line is, this case right here fits everything except for the giant and the my lord on a reverend. And so I had to get some clay. I'm gonna paint this right here like it's just part of the bandage. I filled in the gaps. It might be hard to see that. I did stick some little lines in there so when the paint goes over you'll see that, but he's pretty much as is. These guys tonight, hopefully I'm going to have their banner and put their spears. I can't have the spears up. I gotta have them more at an angle. Even the back ones. And the reason why, because I only have so much room with the plastic. So, unfortunately, he will not be able to make it. He's going to be laying on his side. The goblin banner right here, I thought I could get away with it with the tilt back, but it wasn't enough. But this is like the detail work. The other thing I'm doing is I'm using paint pens. I thought about using Posca, but I saw another brand, and we're going to be getting to that later. Like I said, I did lose a lot of pieces, so all my wolves have no tails. They got little stumpies, which I think I might even add on or add the wolf tails on later and just sculpt them out. The fanatics, oh, I love these dudes. They limited me down to 10 or 1 per unit of 10, and I didn't want to go too heavy on this list. The overall function of this list is just for me to go play some Warhammer games, enjoy some times with my friends in Vegas, my boy Greg, who's coming down, and just to get back into the hobby. I'm not encouraging people to do this, and when I get back, I'm going to continue painting these. And when I do, I'm going to be reading from the old school books I have on the lore of the orcs and goblins. And so I have an older book than this, but I have a feeling that got lost or stolen. So I'll be reading you the history and also be showing you some of the pictures. Because what I'm painting, I'm not going to be talking like, all right, I'm using this paint, I'm using this brush. You could just watch me paint the details, and then I'll be showing pictures up in the corner of either interesting artwork. You know, I'll take a picture of this and put it on the video, and I'll be reading, you know, like their little inserts on who Azhag or Azarg, the Slaughter is. He was cool. I love playing this guy. And you're also going to find out why I really didn't paint any of these models back in the days when I was in Las Vegas playing the game, because our local tournaments did not require you to paint them. And I should have scratched that. It wasn't really a local tournament. It was just Friday night gaming. And they didn't require it, and so I was like, well, I just want to put them together and play. Every now and then I can get into painting these models, but most of the time I don't, and that's really the reason why I didn't paint these models until I was actually forced to. Um, I do like the fact that the markers, which I'll show you the brand, they're nice and smooth, dude. And for a base color right here, I'm going to have a lot of fun just pulling out the details. Another quick fun fact, I'm leaving these wolves gray, but I'm going to pick out the fur, and that's what I'm going to highlight. And whiten up their teeth, and I'm going to call it a day on that, and you got my gray wolves. Alright, I am looking at the time, and it is 10 minutes, and I said I wanted to keep this quick because I have a lot of work to do. So I hope you enjoy this video, and more importantly, don't do what I did, dude. Come on, don't be lazy, and don't be stupid. I know Eric, if he makes it to the last part, will definitely be laughing in the background somewhere in Vegas. And this is going to be an ongoing series this week because I want to show you the process of each day. And then when I get back, I'll have some other videos. I am going to be taking plenty of pictures, and I'll do like a video on that. And that's all I have to say for the video. So with that, people, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Like, do you play tabletop miniature games? Do you paint them? Are you annoyed like with somebody like me who doesn't really take that much time, or doesn't really seem to care when they paint their armies and you play against them? I'd love to hear those comments because I'm not trying to be disrespectful to the people who do paint that. I'm just letting you know this is how I am. But I love playing this game. And with that, people, catch you later.